It is week 4 of my YouTube monetization journey, and this week I had my biggest flop. But I also had my first mini viral moment on YouTube. Yay! So I'm pretty excited, and I will show you exactly what happened in YouTube Studio. So this is what we'll cover in this video. So first, I will give you the lowdown on what happened this week. And then second, I will share my hot tip of the week. And then third, we will hop over into YouTube Studio and I will reveal the metrics. Hey, I am Tess. If you're new here, I am documenting my YouTube monetization journey at 56. I'm sharing the highs, the lows, and everything that I wish I had known starting out. So if you ever thought it was too late to start, you're in the right place. But before we get into it, just a quick favor. I have about 6 weeks left to hit my goal of 1,000 subscribers. So if you want to follow me along on this journey, help a Gen X sister out and hit that subscribe button. All right, so first let's talk about the bad news. So last week I mentioned that there was a video that flopped. And this week I had one that flopped even harder. It got 27 views after a week. So that video was actually a companion piece to the other flop. They were sort of part of the same story, but they were both also a departure from my original plan. So I have a whole arsenal of videos mapped out, but then this thing happened in real life and I thought, hey, this could make a good video. And there's a lesson in here. But that turned out to be a bad move. So the core videos that I have on my channel are more about women starting over in their 50s. And these two videos were more specific. It was about having a bad day, what to do about having a bad day, and how to stand up for yourself. And when your channel's brand new, specific doesn't always work. YouTube doesn't know who to push them out to, and I don't have a solid, loyal audience yet who would be interested in those details. So those types of videos might do well if I already had an audience, but not when I'm trying to build one. So for example, YouTuber iJustine has 7 million subscribers and a loyal audience who will watch whatever she posts. But I don't really have an audience yet who would be interested in how I stood up for myself at the car dealership. So now for the good news, the video that went mini viral. So when I say mini viral, I mean viral for me, which is a term that is used in the YouTube community when a video performs like way better than your average videos, like 10 times better. And I'll show you the exact number in a sec, but first let's break down why it worked. So I think there were a couple of things. And first, and I don't think this is the biggest reason, but it could have played a role, is that the video was under 5 minutes. So it was a shorter video. And when you're brand new, people don't know you yet. And so they may not want to take a chance watching a longer video from you because they don't know if it's going to be good or not, but it's less of a risk for them to click on a shorter video. But the bigger reason is because this was a trending topic. So the video was the We Do Not Care Club for menopausal women, and this is a topic that has been trending all over social media with my audience. So this is the perfect lesson that leads me into my hot tip of the week, which is to cash in on trends. Now, this does not mean copy everything about that video, but it means to take the topic and then put your own spin on it, which is what I did. And the reason this works so well is because it's a proven concept. We already know that there's a whole audience out there of people interested in it. But I have to be honest, I felt a little bit icky about this for a minute because I felt like this is not my idea. I'm piggybacking on someone else's idea. And even though I gave proper credit in the video, I felt like I should be thinking of my own ideas, right? But then I reminded myself that all of the big YouTubers do this, from Mr. Beast to Ali ABDAAL. In fact, I took Ali ABDAAL's YouTube course, and this is something that he recommends. And Alexa Saranoia, who is someone who inspired this series, said that it was a trending video that caused her subscriber count to double. So here's how you spot trends. So search for your keywords on YouTube and then look for videos that have way more views than the creator's subscriber count. When that happens, it's a strong signal that that's a trending video that you can spin your way. So my strategy for next week is to post another trending video. So we will see how that goes. So let's jump over into YouTube Studio now, and I will show you how many views this mini viral video got, and I'll show you where I'm at in my monetization journey. Oh, hey. So we're in YouTube Studio now, and I'm going to show you these sexy numbers. So before I get into that video that went mini viral, let me show you what happened kind of overall this week. So views 875, that's for 1 week, and then watch time 38.7, and I picked up 28 subscribers, and this was mostly due to that mini viral video. And then let's look at the content tab. So impressions 11.3 thousand, which is up from last week. Impressions click-through rate is 5.3%, which is also up quite a bit from last week, which I'm happy about. Now let's go down and look at the content. So number one, this was number one last week too. This started to take off last week, and then this week it just really went crazy. So the We Do Not Care Club for menopausal women got 680 views from last week alone. And then second up was this monetization video, and then is it too late to start over in your 50s? But you can see this got 680 views versus 44 views for the next highest one. So that was quite significant. Now let's click on it, and this video has gotten 1,314 views since it was published. So that's total, and that's really big for me, for someone with 71 subscribers right now. That's pretty huge. And then on my previous channel, I think that the best performing video got about 450 views. So this is the first time I've ever went over 1,000 views on a video. So I was pretty thrilled about that. Also want to show you my achievements. I have this vidIQ plugin, and it tells me when I've reached certain milestones. So here it says I've reached 1,500 views. So that was pretty cool. Pretty good week all in all, even though I did have the one video that flopped. Other things here about this video. So 1.3 thousand views, 53.7 watch hours, and I picked up 32 subscribers from this video alone. And that's, again, out of 71, that's almost half of my subscriber count right now. And then if you look down and just see how video viewers found this video, most are from YouTube recommendations. Second up is Up Next and YouTube Home. Actually, this is part of YouTube recommendations. So most of it came from YouTube recommending the video. A little bit, 11.3% from search, but not nearly as much as what YouTube is actually recommending. And then the other thing I want to show you is just the audience retention. So this is much better for this video than any of my other videos. So average percentage views viewed was 51.6%. And you can see the retention graph here. 73% are still watching around 30 seconds in, and it goes down steadily, which is very normal, but not nearly as much as some other videos. So people are watching this video for longer than average. So all good stuff. Let's see what happens next week when I post another trending video. Hopefully I can replicate the success of this video. And then one more thing I wanted to go over is just my little spreadsheet here, my tracker, just to see what's been going on from week to week. So from last week to this week, almost doubled total watch hours. Subs went from 37 to 65. This was a couple days ago when I recorded it. So now it was at 65 when I recorded this. That almost doubled. And then these almost doubled as well. This one more than doubled, subs gained. And weekly impressions for the week went up. Weekly CTR also went up from 3.9% to 5.3%. And average view duration has been steadily increasing. So that's great. And I posted 2 videos this week: how to stand up for yourself without being a Karen, which totally flopped. And then the monetization video week 3, which did okay. But really it was a video that I posted in this week that was the one that went mini viral. If you want to see more about my monetization journey, click this video next. And I also have a playlist down below that you can check out. And this has all the videos in the series in one place. And remember, You're a bad mama jamma. I'll see you soon.